Timoteo TV presents the new Timoteo Update.
This is Timoteo Update, a program which will guide and inform you about the world's greatest flag football league, with expert analysis from Timoteo's greatest minds. With your new host, Eric Moore, Buddy Martinez, and the one and only Chris Law. This is the new Timoteo Update.
Welcome to Timoteo Mentoring Through Sports Network. I'm Eric Sugarmore, and I'm here with Buddy Martinez, Leo Mota, and Chris Law. And we're going to talk about Week 1 predictions for the Timoteo 10th year football league. Right now, we're going to start off with Chris Law with the predictions.
All right, so the first game, we have the Seahawks and the Lions starting at 1 o'clock. This is an interesting game. We thought originally we put the schedule together, this is going to be a close game. But as it turns out, it is going to be a lopsided blowout. The Seahawks, they're a story in of themselves, have a lot of ones and looking very strong in the preseason. I think, the thing with the Seahawks, they have a Packer lineage. And the Packers from the beginning have been as strong. And people that come from the Packers, teams that have influence from the Packers, tend to be powerhouses. And I think this is going to be the new powerhouse of the league. And in fact, after Week 1, they will be in the top of the power rankings, no doubt about it. They're going to beat the Lions, who, sorry to say, are going to be the Lions again. And they're going to beat the Lions 46-6, mark my words. Seahawks on top after Week 1, power ranking monsters, until they meet the Panthers Week 2, just saying.
I kind of disagree with you here, Chris. I got the score a little closer, 25-18, Seahawks beating the Lions. The Seahawks, I think they will be a powerhouse, but I think they're, first 3 weeks into the season, they will struggle a little bit. They need to get the feel for it. They got a young quarterback coming in. And, I think that the Lions are who we thought they are and who we thought they will be. And they're gonna struggle, But I know they got two surprises. And they got a really two kids, who weren't at the scrimmage that nobody really knows about. So don't sleep on the Lions. And but yeah, that's my prediction.
Listen, I'm still trying to figure out if Ruben can still pull this off, him and Rampage working together as a coach. I've been talking to the players, and there's definitely a lot of inner stuff going on in the team. You got a lot of people that are upset. They're building an offense around his brother Seth, and they're building around Zah and Chris. Those are only three guys getting the ball, and there's a lot of guys that are upset. So I don't know. There's a couple guys that want to get traded and things like that. I think starting Week 1, it's going to be falling apart for the Seahawks. The Lions are still, they're a young team. They're getting things together. They didn't show all their cards Week 1, like Leo was saying, but they're coached well, and they're a team that go out there and they can coach. They can go to practice without their coach. I still think they still have to put it together. I think the Seahawks are favorite in this game. Might be their only win for the Seahawks this year, and I got them winning a close one against the Lions, 20-18. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions upset.
Wow, buddy, so you have the Lions upsetting the
Seahawks. I wouldn't be surprised. I could see it going either way.
And the one thing that I'm interested about is that you said the Lions can practice without the coach. Are you saying that there's no coaching staff on that team?
No, what I'm saying is the coach, he has good captains there. He has a good leader in Will as quarterback. Right. And they just go out there and do what they have to do.
And Leo, what was your prediction on that game?
25-18. 25-18. You guys don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And the Lions are out there almost every single day. When I'm at practice, they're at practice. When Buddy's at practice, they're at practice. I think these guys practice like 6 days a week without their coach and like 2 days with their coach.
Wow. And again, the coach reference brings up, again, practice without coach. That really kind of puts me in the category of no coach. And Chris?
There's no, Seahawks all the way.
All right, so let's go to the 2 o'clock games, the 2:30 games. And we'll start our predictions again with Chris.
Actually, we had the other 1 o'clock game, which is the Raiders and the Panthers. Now, the Panthers and the Raiders really have lost some key players. The Panthers had a lot of ones last year, and they lost a lot of them and haven't really replaced them. This year, the biggest thing, I think, for the Panthers is the quarterback question. The thing with Burlock, we had a Jim and Burlocker last year, and he had instincts like I've never seen in a quarterback in this league, and somehow he was able to always find that. Now, with the Randall, the guy we have now, he's a work in progress. Like, he's a guy that we're trying to he doesn't have the same Burlocker instincts, but if we can, I think if we had more time, see, what's going to kill us is the 18 different snowstorms we had this year, and we couldn't start until March to practice, when in reality we usually start in January. So giving us a little time, I think Randall can step up and be a serviceable quarterback, and I think with some of our talent, it's not as good as it was, but I think we have enough to where we can win some games this year. I think we'll sneak into the grade 8. Our goal is to get into the grade 8, and I think the Panthers do that. Raiders, they have a great coaching staff, have key players still there. I think the Raiders will squeak out week 1 because the Panthers aren't quite ready, but they'll win 26-19.
I got the Raiders pulling this one off 24-20. You know, the only reason why I have the Panthers putting up 20 points is because I'm not too impressed with the Raiders defense. You know, but I think Josh is coming back. He's been undefeated since he's been the Raiders quarterback. He hasn't lost. If you pay attention to last year, he didn't start the first game, which they lost. And Josh gonna come back, and he still has his favorite target, Lewis, and he still got some kids. And Rob puts a lot of work in with these kids, you know. And, you know, because
even though he doesn't know all their names, just saying.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. He doesn't know all their names. But I think I know more of their names than Rob does.
Yeah,
but, you know, they are going to pull this off. You know, I think Rob does a really good job with these kids. And 24-20, the Raiders will pull this off.
Well, I would just want to clear something up real quick. If Randall is not better than Burlacker, then the Panthers have some big problems this year. But, I mean, Burlacker was an offensive lineman out there throwing passes. You guys ran one play a game. I think Randall is clearly better. He is clearly better than Burlacker, hands down. He's probably the best quarterback that franchise has ever seen. He's an up-and-coming young prospect. But even with him and Sadiq and all these other young players that the Panthers have, they cannot come close to the Raiders. The Raiders are the defending champs, and they will defend their crown come week 1. And I got them winning in a blowout here. I mean, like Leo said, Josh is undefeated as a quarterback, and they have Lou, who could be league MVP this year, and then they also have Mo, who's in his 10th season. So I mean, with all that experience, I mean, I got the Raiders winning this game 46-18. Randall, just look forward to week 2.
Wow, that's a pretty high prediction against my team, the Panthers. You guys know we come Panther strong on our defense. So that's a lot of points that you're talking about, the Panther defense. And for me, that's enough said about the Panthers. So you got your prediction of 46-18. And Leo, wow, that's pretty impressive too, by saying that we're only going to score 20 points. And the reason why we're only going to score 20 points is because who you say
the
was
Raiders? The defense.
The defense is suspect.
It says a lot about your offense.
And Rob always has a good, strong Raiders defense. Didn't they lead the league last year?
Yeah, but they lost a lot of players. They lost a lot of key players last year. Frank, all-time interception leader, broke my record recently. He's not returning. You know, he got a bunch of young kids too, and new kids that he's dealing with too.
And the one thing,
Chris said, he doesn't know their name.
Right. And I think that, like you said, that they don't know their name, and it's because maybe you were trying to recruit the players.
No.
And Chris, you really hurt my heart. 26-19. Well,
it's all right. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
All right. So now we'll go to the.
What's your?
No, it's all right. I'll get predictions later.
Right.
Yeah. Now we'll go to the 2:30 games, where we'll have the Vikings and the Cards, and the Packers and the Eagles.
Yeah, so the first one is the Vikings Cards. I think the Vikings and Cards, I call this the rebuild bowl, because I think both teams are at a point where they're rebuilding. The Cardinals had a ton of players leave, as my understanding. The Vikings as well, and I think that both people are going to come into a different. So I really don't know what to expect until I see a little more tape on these guys. I think it's going to be a close game, a good fight, and so I'm going to have the Cards 2013 on this over the Vikings.
I got the Vikings actually pulling this one off 24-14. You know, that kid Moses, he will be probably the best quarterback 3 years now from Timoteo. He's the real deal. Young prospect coming up.
Yeah, I mean, these are definitely two rebuilding teams. I had this one being a very close game. Both teams, choosing to go in different directions. One thing I can say about the Cardinals is they won't get pushed around. But I still think that with even though they have a young team in the Vikings, I still think that they have more experience than the Cardinals, and I got them winning 20-18.
Wow, excellent predictions from everyone. And that's going to be it now for Timoteo Mentoring Through Sports Network.